But really the point I'm making here is that, you know, Virgin is not a one-man band. You've got to have a team of really good people. So, I mean, in there there's Robert Devereux, your brother, a very, very clever man.
Yeah, I mean, the important thing for, I think, everybody in this room who's building businesses is the art of delegation, and is to, very early on in life, to find people who are better than you, to almost do your job. And from when I was about, by the time I was 19, 20, I'd already found other people to run, whatever particular business it was that I'd just built up, and that then gave me the freedom to step aside and think about the next business and be entrepreneurial and sort out the big problems. So you've got to be brave and early on and step aside as often as you can. And I think in bigger companies, every manager of every department should try to make sure that there is somebody there who can do the nitty-gritty of the job, so they can think about the bigger picture.
Yeah, because we've had a couple of really good learning points already. First is to follow your passion, believe in stuff, and if you believe in something, go for it. And then, I love that one, hire some people better than yourself. Be honest about that. You can't do everything yourself. Understand what your strengths and weaknesses are, and get people to come for you.
Absolutely. I think, and then not to second guess them. I mean, the important thing is just give them the freedom to make mistakes, give them the freedom to make good things, people leave companies because they're not given the opportunity to do things, and they get frustrated, and so lots of delegation and leave them to get on. And some things they'll do differently than you and better. Some things they may do not quite as well, but Virgin could not have turned into 300 companies if I tried to do everything myself.
Absolutely. The phrase I love to use at that point is always why buy a dog and bark yourself. Get people better than you and let them get on with it.
Pretty good. I'll use that one there.
You really think of. Now, something I always say to entrepreneurs is when you're starting off, the key thing is to make some money. So if you're not making any money, there's something wrong with the model. The thing isn't working. And I always say that you start just making money, and the more you've got, the money you're doing. It suddenly turns into monopoly money. For example, when you go public, there's this great shot in the newspaper here of, Branson sells £500 million cash. But what I loved reading about in your book was the reaction you had to that. You looked at that and...
burst into tears.
Have you ever the expression, money doesn't make you happy? I think this is living proof of it.
No, but first of all, going back a bit, I actually don't think that most people who think, how can I make a lot of money, are going to make a lot of money. I think what you need to do is think, how can I make a real difference to other people's lives? What idea have I got that's going to make a real difference to other people's lives? And then embark on that, and then at the end of the year, try to make sure the bills, you can pay your bills. And if it's really making a difference to other people's lives, hopefully you'll have more money coming in than going out. And if you embark on a venture passionately like that, and then you have to sell it, which I had to with the record company because we had British Airways put our airline out of business. You're selling people. It's not a good feeling selling something you feel passionately about. But anyway, I got over it and have used the resources from the sale of the record company to do lots of other wonderful things. So no regrets.
So money doesn't make you happy, but it does make misery more comfortable, I've noticed.
I think the wonderful thing about being successful and having money, I mean, first of all, enormous responsibility comes with having money because you're one of the few fortunate people who got into that position. And I think that the responsibility to get out there, create more jobs, tackle some of the bigger problems in the world, and just make sure that you put that money to good use, and you don't just use it for sort of just for family, but get out and put it to good use.
Absolutely. Now, you mentioned British Airways. Let me show you probably my favourite Sun headline of all time. The editor actually thought it would. He
was hoping it was going to be the other way around, but fortunately for us, it was that way around.
Because we basically, I mean, what's interesting about Virgin for me is that you didn't think up the idea of an airline, you just thought you'd do it better. You saw British Airways, for example, you thought, I can do that better. And at first, you had one plane there, but gradually you started getting in their face. And what happened here, as I understand, and please correct me if this is wrong, is that they eventually resorted to dirty tricks. They did bad things, and you were able to make a mark on it.
Yes, I mean, the reason that Virgin survived with one plane against BA's 350 planes, and the way that any company in this room will survive, is you just got to be better than the competition. If you're smaller, if you're a smaller hotel chain, or you're a smaller club, or you're a smaller restaurant, you've got to be better than the big chains. And in every single aspect, I think Virgin Atlantic was better, and therefore, when BA did everything they could to drive us out of business, the public stuck with us, and then we ended up taking them to court and winning a very celebrated case against them called about the Dirty Tricks campaign they were waging, and got the biggest settlement damages in history, and then gave it to all our staff at Christmas, and we called it the BA Christmas bonus.